Well, a very good afternoon from Braemar. It's at the Braemar church, because there's very little parking down the village. Not really. Free parking, but it's all crammed up, and there's lots and lots of bikers, which I've passed. Bikers passed me, I didn't pass any bikers on the Glen Shee Road. It was absolutely teeming down. It was torrential rain at the top of the ski slopes. But I'm here, and it's been a long time. I'm just trying to cast my mind back. I'll give you some stories about Braemar, but because I've taken the opportunity to park up, and it is the Church of Scotland building here. Oh my goodness, I've just arrived, and look. That is actually quite spooky, Andy. I just got out of the car and lit my cigaretto. Came across to look at the sign. Turned my camera on, and it's 10 minutes to 2. But anyway, I'll finish this cigaretto and then we'll make entrance to the church. I think we'll have a prayer first for the fact that we've had safe passage over. I came up to the A9 up to Pitlochry over by Kirkmichael. That road to Kirkmichael is it's something else. And the A93 is incredible, it really is. I've got a lot of fond memories of it, but that's the first time I've driven it, I think, from Bridge of Cally. Well, I took a B-class road across and joined on, so I took the bulk of the A93, of course, but yes, Braemar. The first time I set foot in Braemar was back in August. Sorry, it was twice in the 1 month actually, when I think about it. I was in the Braemar Highland Gathering, the first Saturday in September. I think it was the 3rd of September, I'm not sure, I can't remember back now, but it was the first Saturday in September. And we'd driven up from Crieff, and I was running the mile in front of Her Majesty. And the Queen was there, Queen Elizabeth II, and the Duke of Edinburgh, and Prince Charles, and Lady Diana. I remember having my yellow spiked running shoes. They were just the same bright colour as this. And I thought I'll just tempt the security, and I was lumbering up before my race. I was within probably an earshot of the royal family's box, and I kneeled down to tie my lace, and a man in a jacket, a man in the jacket flapped his jacket and said, "Move." And I nodded to him. I said, "Yes, of course." So he was security. I was almost certain he was, but high security, real security, not Secret Service type security. But anyway, I ran well in the race. I didn't get placed. I wasn't first, second or third. I think it was in the first 6. But I just a few days from my glorious win at Coatbridge, which I've mentioned previously. I put the picture up for the winning shield at Coatbridge Games, where it was a really, really decent race, that, Andy. You really took the people's breath away. And my friend, he was a running club member, but he went to join the Met Police. But in his sort of eagerness to get a good photograph of me, which I've never seen, he kept backing back, and it was his back that went through the running tape, not my chest, in the finishing line, and he got shouted down for it. But I wasn't too fussy, but he's never shown me the photographs, so that's disappointing. But anyway, I had done a lot. I'd won the half mile at Oban just a few days before, and also this race at Coatbridge, and other races which I'd done extremely well. And I mean, I was winning all over the place. So anyway, the story is in Braemar. Yes, because Coatbridge was on my birthday, and got to Braemar on the Saturday, and lo and behold, I just finished my race, knew what the issue was, and we then had to jump into the old Ford Escort Mark II and head straight down to Edinburgh. But I was also going to be running at Powderhall Stadium that evening, which I did, in the 1 mile. It was an incredible race. Everybody was absolutely covered from from the forehead right down to the toes in this sort of cindery stuff. It's a black cinder that they run on at Powderhall. I'm ranting here. Powderhall was the main running arena for the professional meeting at New Year, until Meadowbank was built for the 1970 Edinburgh Commonwealth Games, of course. So they switched it from Powderhall to Meadowbank, and I've also run in Meadowbank Stadium many times. But the thing I was going to tell you was that when we got down there, there'd been thunderstorms and stuff, and the track itself was all mucked up. And that's what I was going to say. They didn't hold any race meetings there. It was a place for greyhound racing. But anyway, it's a fabulous church, and we'll have a little wander in. Oh, I've not even finished my cigarette, or any. We'll finish this story first, I think. So it was quite incredible. I mean, we had to leave pretty early. If you ever come to Braemar gathering, the traffic is nose to tail for dozens of miles. So we had to leave really early in the morning to get here, and it's a long drive. And then once we got out, we were out before the main crowd had left, so we got a free run down to Perth and onwards to Edinburgh for the 7 o'clock race. I done well, but it was a tough race. I mean, I ran with some really, really good runners in the professional circuit when I was that age. I'd like to mention the likes of Clive Bell and his brother Craig Bell. They were fantastic middle distance runners. Ian Ramsey of Auchtermuchty, the Bells were from Forth, Ian Ramsey, Auchtermuchty, Terry Mitchell of Markinch, and Ian White of Glenrothes, McNeil of Aberdour. I mean, he was a fantastic runner, a really, really strong runner. Willie Duffy of Cardenden, Billy Ward of Rosyth. I mean, I could go on and on. There was so many high calibre middle distance runners. In fact, if I'd run at any other point in history, I probably would have picked up more firsts than ever. But that's the way it was. But and I think the chap that won was it John Robson or Alan Robson? He's both brothers who had one ran for the Olympics and one ran professionally. And he won the mile that night. But it was something else. It really was. Everybody was absolutely filthy. You couldn't tell who was who. And but it was a great race. Let's go in, Annie. I'm sure the viewers are more interested in Braemar Parish Church than they are you. Bloody reminiscing about things from 40 years ago. Let's go in, Annie. We'll see what's what. There's a feather. There's an angel with you, Annie. I think there's an angel with me all the way on that journey north. It was quite challenging, I have to tell you, to drive that route. We invite you to the house of prayer, to its work and worship, to its comfort and peace within these walls. let no one be a stranger. Well, let's see if anyone's in Indy. It's cold in here though, but not to worry. That's an old church, Andy, isn't it? There we go. That clock would have said 10 to as well 5 minutes ago. Yes. Yeah, it's like all the churches, they're all in sad decay, aren't they? They can't afford to keep them up, you see. Because no one comes to churches anymore, really. I can't understand why not. It's the most uplifting thing. It's better than going to a concert. And it's cheaper. It's fabulous flowers. Yes. We'll take a prayer before we go down into the village. There's a baptism bowl. Shall we go up onto the minister's hierarchy position? Have a quick announcement for the parishioners who are attending here. The Book of Chronicles, or second Book of Chronicles. Must be quite daunting for a minister, actually, when you think about it, because he would have known all these parishioners and they would know all their troubles and woes. They'd probably had one-to-ones and talked about the difficulties and all the stuff that was going on in life for everybody. No one's been immune to any problems in their life, not one person ever. Even Jesus Christ had so many challenges and difficulties. Yes, the church agrees with me. It's starting to ring out for 2 o'clock. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Braemar is the coldest place in the United Kingdom, of course, officially. But sometimes I feel that my house is the coldest place in the United Kingdom, especially my bedroom. December night. I'll switch camera off. We'll have a little prayer. And we'll join you outside, shall we?